So you figured out that you're in a narcissistic relationship and now you want to get out. So I made a video about being in a narcissistic relationship, and if you want to watch that and see if it, ticks off everything, you can. But if you're here, you maybe already figured it out. So you say, okay, I'm in a narcissistic relationship. I feel really beaten down. I need to get out. And I would suggest that you do. This is not a type of situation where you're going to be able to change this person. It's not a situation where you're going to be able to adjust your behavior so that you will make it easier for them and your relationship will go better. You have to come to the realization that this relationship is not going to work because the person that you're with is not in a relationship with you. They are using you. And I'm sorry to say that, but once you realize that, and once you kind of take that to heart, it's easier to do what I'm going to suggest that you do now in these steps to move out of this relationship. Number one sounds really super simple, and it can be also, but it also can be very hard. Turn around and start walking in the other direction. So everything that you have with this person, just finish it off, create a plan so that you can turn around 180 degrees and start walking. And the reason I'm saying that is because you're not going to be able to sit down with this person and say, listen, I have all these things in our relationship that I want to discuss with you. Maybe we can break it off in an easy way, and so on and so forth. As soon as you do that, this person is going to perceive you as a threat. And now you've allowed and given their time to be able to now organize something to control you. So as soon as you make the decision, okay, I need out, I want to go out, just do it, is my very firm advice. You're not going to be able to convince them to repair your relationship or anything like that. So just turn around, walk away. Number two is be prepared for the worst. Like really expect the worst. They're going to be throwing everything at you and their grandmother, like the sort of saying goes. You can expect really anything from them. They are going to try to make your life living hell, even more so than what they did when you were in the relationship. So they're going to, if you have children together, they're definitely going to use the children against you. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just saying because I know people where this has happened, and it really is the case. So be prepared for that, be ready, have a plan. They've been planning your life for all this time. So you create a plan now. You decide what you want to do when that situation comes up. But what I would say, no matter what they throw at you, if you can, do not respond. Do not give any indication of life, turn off, block them from all your social media, don't answer their phone calls, don't engage, just don't respond, just go. If you have to respond, let's say you have children together and you have to respond, I would suggest do it as minimally as you possibly can. Do not get triggered if you can, just stay in your own being and respond to what you absolutely have to. As soon as they start kind of try to pull you back in, and they will do this two different ways. They'll do it. The first thing is to throw anger at you and everything that they can, and whatever they can do, they will. The second way they're going to do it is to try to get you back. So they'll try to be super nice to you and, oh honey, I'm going to change my ways and all this stuff, right? So stay firm. Do not respond as much as you can. Number three, seek help from friends, from family members, from people that are close to you. Talk to them. Make sure you find someone who truly believes you, because when you're going to start to tell these stories that sound fantastical to other people, like, really, no, he was such a nice guy. Oh, she was so sweet, right? You need someone who's going to say, I believe you. I believe everything you say. I believe you because you are my friend, or you are my daughter, or you are my sister, whatever, right? Brother. Make sure you have someone to talk to, because you're going to need of it a lot. And I also suggest that you maybe watch a lot of videos about it to kind of get it through your system, read some blogs, realize that so many people are subjected to these people. So you're not alone. You're not a bad person. Don't beat yourself up saying, oh, I can't believe I believed it for so long. I can't believe I stayed here for so long. Don't do that to yourself, please. You know, we all are humans. We all have a heart. We have compassion. We don't want to believe that there are people out there that act like this, that behave like this, that only use other people. So believe in yourself. Seek a friend that you can speak to. Number 4, heal. Cry, scream, do whatever you do, but then focus on healing. Focus on saying, I went through this extremely traumatic event. It lasted, you fill in the blanks, a month, 3 years, 5 decades. I mean, I don't know, but this is how long it lasted in my life. I have to give myself time to heal now. I have to support myself. I have to meet my inner child and say, I'm so sorry we were subjected to this. Let's take care of each other now. Let's, maybe go seek someone, professional help, to speak to someone where you get to express what you need to heal. Because this is so super important for you to allow yourself to come back to who you truly are, because you might not even remember. This person has messed with your mind and with your entire life for such a long time. You might feel very insecure. You might feel like, I don't know if I could do this on my own, because this person has constantly told you that you can't. You're not competent. You don't know how to do things. Oh, look, you're always doing this wrong. They've been gaslighting you for such a long time that you need to heal, come back to you and say, I know that I'm worthy. I know that I'm a good person. I know that I can love again, right? And I can definitely love myself again. And I can love and accept that this happened to me. Then the 5th step is move on. And I know the grieving period can take a long time, but try to slowly then move on. After you heal, after you kind of go through this, okay, I'm starting to feel better, create something new. Create new habits, create things that you want to do, create new friendships that you never had when you were with this person. Start to make a new life for yourself. Now it's you. Now you went through this. Now you can move on. And then number 6, take this as a learning experience. Once you fully healed, once you fully kind of started to move on with your life, allow this, and I know this sounds hard at this point in time because you're like, I can't believe she said that. That's not going to be possible for me. But trust me when I tell you, it will be possible for you. Maybe a year from now, maybe 3 years from now, you will be able to look back at this and say, this was my learning experience. This actually had a gift. And you don't know right now what the gift is, but what you do know is that sometime in the future, you're going to look back at this experience and you're going to say, wow, this really taught me compassion for myself. This really taught me that no matter how bad things get, I always have the strength to come back. I always believe in myself. I have so much love for myself that I'm not going to stay in something like this forever, right? So take it as an opportunity for your growth. And when you look back at this, maybe a few decades from now, you might say, wow, that person actually gave me the gift of allowing me to become a new person, right? That was the seeding point for me to become more open, for me to realize how much love I have inside, for me maybe to start to create a whole new business, a whole new relationship with new people, new friendships. You might look back and say, wow, that thing that I thought was so absolutely awful, and I remember how I felt at the time. You might still start to go, oh, at the memory, right? But you might also say, my life changed after that. See, so there's always this silver lining to everything. There's always this light in the middle of all the darkness. And for some reason or another, this happened to you for a very, very specific reason. And you won't find out until after you take the step to leave, after you take the step to focus on you, to love you, and to move forward in your life. And then you'll see that this humility that you learned, this grieving process that you went through, this awful few years that you had with this person, all of them kind of brought you to a place where you could fully experience more love, more compassion, more humility, more awareness, more perspective on life. And you know what you can do is you can turn around like I'm doing now and say, I understand you. I believe you. I know this happened to you. And you could be a support person for someone else who comes to you saying, oh my God, this happened to me. And you can say, wow, I understand. I believe, because it happened to me too. And that's how we mirror each other as humans, and we bring the most awful thing in our lives to a positive light as a gift to the world, and we say, I'm here for you. I love you so much. I know you can do this. Namaste.